My advice to you know these young ambitious hopefuls is you must listen to what you want to do. You know, I heard there were so many voices, so many that had my best interest. They thought, being like, you need a fallback. You know, maybe you should go into this. Someone once was like, you'd be a great broadcaster, or like, you know, or like, and you must listen. If you have a voice and you have the talent, and those two, you know, keep progressing, it's up to you to do that. And I am a big believer of the choices that you make. You're the only one who's really living in your self, you know? So here, the resources are all here. And if the talent is there too, and the drive is probably, after you have those elements, the most important part.
Absolutely.
It's because in New York, what I love about New York is there's the opportunities. There's opportunities every single day. Yeah. It's not like, oh no, there's that one show, and if they don't cast me, I'm gonna have a pretty gloomy fall. You know, no, that's what's so exciting about New York. It is the land of opportunity. And if something doesn't go your way, guess what? You got far and you met all those people in the creative process, and guess what? They're casting another show in probably 2 months, those same people. You know, and then the world gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But my advice is ask yourself if you want to do it. And you might not know completely as a 17-year-old human being, but you'll know. And the beauty of it, what I think, is because of what you get here, you know, I perform a lot, but I also teach. And I don't consider it a fallback at all. I consider it a branch of my art that brought me here, and that I get to give back in that way. And my life is full with music, and I feel like people miss that. I feel like you could have you have to figure out how it's gonna work for you, but it can be full with your art, and you just have to figure out how for you that works.
Yeah. Some of my stuff is very piggyback on that, but probably not so nice.
Let's hear it.
The truth is you have to make sure this is what you want. It's a really hard road to go on, and if you're not 100% sure that this is the one thing that you cannot not do, get out now. There's too much. There's 50 no's for every yes, and if you have a fallback, I mean, everybody has.
There's 50 no's for every yes.
Yeah.
That's true. But that doesn't matter. You just have to know. Ron Raines, he's probably up there somewhere. He said, you got to know when to turn down certain voices and when to turn up other ones. So you hear the no, you're like, all right, what's tomorrow? Oh, I got 3 of them tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
It's gonna be good. Right? That's it. That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's what it is. If you have other things that you say, oh, well, I could do that, or I could do that, go do those things. It's the truth. But if you have to do this, then you have no choice but to succeed. And it'll be that much easier to have that diligence that is required to succeed.
I want to say one more thing. A lot of people wanted they asked me this question. What's your timeline? Ooh, you know that question?
Yeah, sure.
And for some reason, 2 years is a very popular answer, which I think is terrible.
Most of the time, you just don't know.
Most of the time, within 2 years, you're just meeting. People are finally understanding what you have to bring to this world. I'm not a fan of the timeline. I think life is long and full, and that you must, if you're going to go for something, you cannot be like, I give the world 2 years to notice me. No, you have to believe in yourself. You have to keep getting better, always, and keep going for it. But I think if you choose to go for it, you can't be like, I'm going to go for it, but I'm going to give it a year.
Right. And if
that's not, I don't think that works very well. Because I think you either go for something,
or you don't.
Or you don't.
Period. Good luck.